Hello, everybody. How are you today? I was asked a question on my recent interview on Kaftan TV on what business can you start with 50,000, 100,000, 2 million, 3 million, 5 million, and so on and so forth. And it boils down to people always make this mistake most of the time, thinking all it takes to have a business is money, but actually it's very, very, very untrue. I know many rich people that building a business has been one of their greatest headache, because there's so much to a business than just having your resources. Resources is important, the capital is important, but it's just part of those things that are important. And money is not your number one resources. The Bible says, I'm the Lord your God who teaches you to profit. I'm the Lord your God who teaches you to profit. So there's a way. So there's a teaching behind it. So it's not just about the money, but there is a teaching behind it. And this is what I want to talk to you about today. And as believer in the marketplace, these are what should be at the back of my mind, that it's not just about having the capital alone, it's not just about having the idea alone. There's a godly way of doing these things. And there are also some critical step you have to do. And one thing about kingdom principle, it can work in anybody's hand. All you just have to do is you pay attention and look deep into what God's saying in this direction, and you follow it through, and yeah, definitely you get a result that will be very attractive at the end of it. I've set a time without number on subsequent video on why we should avoid solopreneur, because I see a lot of people fall in that trap on thinking they have a business, and or they just get themselves another job because they are so tied around not putting. But I don't want to go into that today. If you want to see that, you can go back and check my video I did on the interview I had with Kaftan TV, where I talk on how businesses fail, and why a lot of businesses are not scaling. So you might want to go check that if you already get stuck in solopreneur. And if you don't know what solopreneur means, solopreneur is a one-man solo. So you have a business, you are just the alpha and omega of everything, and it's very difficult to scale when you get yourself hooked up in that angle. But with proper structure, proper system, proper staffing, and a standard that can help you measure your process and cycles of operation, that business can grow to something very big. Even most of the large corporation that we envy so much today, that we talk so much about today, many of them start at that stage. But it doesn't cost more to think big. Doesn't cost more to think big, just for you to what, start small, but let your thinking be global. So that your small business you're still doing, you can put a thinking and walk it through something very bigger than you, something global, something that can be very big, that will be able to touch the world with. Because as Christian, we don't want to do something small. He said the Gentiles will come to a rising. So your light will shine so bright that the Gentiles will come to the brightness of your lightning. So if you understand that clearly, you should know that you have not been called to do something small. You've not been called to do something. Don't let your environment put your background, put your back to the ground. There's so much you carry inside of you. So much you can do with that business. There's so much that business can solve if you can take your time to take it to the global stage. So as you start small, let your eye be on the major targets. Let your mind be on the major targets, and let know, see, there's this. So you come on YouTube, you see quite a number of video, 15 step to make your first million, 5 step to do this. Let me tell you, just note, nobody will tell you the secret to their trade. Nobody. If anybody tell you, just know it's a lie. Maybe it's trying to collect from what you have, or something else. Just know something else. Nobody tell. If anybody is telling you that you should come, he's going to show you how to make 1 billion. If truly that thing will make him 1 billion, he will not tell you. So see that you want, so, and nobody can do the thinking for you. So if you understand this clearly, you have to know that this video is for you, and you have to sit down and try to critically get what you need to do to start, be on your own path to making your own money. Nobody will tell you the secret to their trade. People can teach you principle, people can teach you pattern, but nobody will give you their raw secret where they are making their ends meet. So there's no need of reinventing the wheel. There are already some standard of values that you can push out. I will talk on some, and some you might also want to read up or do your research. ChatGPT is there. You can leverage it or other resource material to look at other forms of value that you can also push to the market. And number one on the list is product. So if you're looking at starting a business in 2024, you might want to look at creating a product. So product is something tangible that can solve a, you understand, that meets a need or a demand of some certain kind of people. So the product can be physical, the product can also be an information product. So whichever way, you just know you want to create something that you can sell to people and people are willing to buy. You understand? So that is a form of value. So you might look at yourself, really, is there something that you can create with what you have from where you are that can make life more easier for a lot of people? A lot of people make mistake at this point and they think they don't have anything. But really, 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 if you look deep down, you've been on the surface of earth for quite a number of years. There are things that you know, there are experiences you have passed through that if you could package those things as a information product, it could save thousands of people from going through those kind of things you go through. So until you can think deeply, you cannot see that there's something inside of you. And number two part of it is service. So you might want to look at, maybe there's a service you can render with your hand, which there's a skill processes that you can meet some particular demand. Service is quite a number of things. These are things that, like, I want to barb my hair now. It's not something that I can buy in the market. I have to go to a barber shop to get this done. So that is service, and it has a long list of what you can do, how you can render service to the market. It's a business also, form of value that you can meet, and you can start up with any amount from anywhere you are. Just look at what is the gap here that you can fill. Yeah, that is just all about entrepreneurship, filling the gaps, solving problem for people, making life more easier for people. So okay, you don't have a skill, you don't have a service that you can render, you don't have a product that you can create. You can go to number three, which is resell. So you don't have a product, but you know someone that has a product. So you can source the product and sell it to people that need it and make a margin, a profit margin out of it. It's also a form of value that you can do. And you see quite a number of people now into importation and export, importing and reselling. So you could get goods from outside the country, and just this product, if you bring it to your environment, it could solve this particular problem that have been people have been facing for quite a number of time. It's also another form of value that you can look into. You build it up, people are making millions of naira every day depending on products. How valuable what you're bringing in can solve, and the volume you're also working with is another form of value. Even so, I see quite a number of young people today with a massive followership, even without massive followership, but a level of followership on social media. It's another, you can leverage business on it. We call it audience aggregation. So you have an audience to a particular niche. There are businesses that are looking at how um to reach that kind of audience. All you just need to do is to build a model for that, and build a brand for that, and you could be aggregating those audience for businesses that need it, and you could be getting getting. I remember when I was still in undergraduate, where we had some people with quite a number of followership via WhatsApp, and most of the time when you want to do any event on campus, or you have a business on campus you want to push, what we do is you have to pay these people some little amount of money for them to show your product, show your service, or whatever we are doing then in front of their audience. And it's a win-win for them, because what we are bringing to the market is beneficiary to their audience, and also, so that is just a simple brief about audience aggregation. So you have an audience you're already building, and you can position yourself to get businesses to access those audience. So we also have shared resource. Shared resource is about maybe acquiring a, an asset that can be used by multiple people. So you might want to look like a recreational center, a a museum, something. So just think of what you can get that can be used by multiple people. You know, you go to shopping mall today, you see this the VR game, visual reality game. A lot of people come in, they use it to pay a token. So they are, the list is very endless. All I can list it from today to tomorrow, but it still requires you to think from where I am, which part of this can, meet some particular need, and you can make a business out of. So that is about shared resource. You might want to look deep into it. We have lease. So lease is about getting an asset and you can, rent it out for a person for a particular period of time and get your money. It's now common now in Abuja and some other part of the world. We have what we call service apartment. So you can get an accommodation, furnish it, put your bed, kitchen, everything anybody needs to just walk in and live comfortably. And people coming into the country, they need a place. They don't want to stay in the hotel. Even though hotel is like a form of a, you can call it share resource or lease. So I hope you get the concept. So you could get even a car can be on lease. So you can get a car, maybe you're not using it regularly, you can put it on lease, maybe for some people trying to use it for maybe boats or something or thereabout. You could quite a number of things that you could get, and what you just have to do is to make sure that that thing is not something that reduce its efficiency after so much use, and maybe you have to reduce the usage, or you just have to figure out a way out. So I'm not going to go deeply on each of these forms of value that I'm putting out, but I expect you, if there's anyone that resonates with you, you can develop on it. And if you have further question, you can drop it in the comment section and we can look at how we can also help you um, on how you can start on it. So we have loans. So if you have enough cash and you don't know what to do, you can put a system in place, and it's part of one of the most lucrative business now in Nigeria, the loan business, because quite a number of people are always, especially in this kind of economic condition where a lot of people are complaining. You can put the structure in place, and with the bank verification, so the way people are already doing it, all you have to do is, if you think this, you are not inventing the wheel. Just look at people that are already in the business and look at what are they doing. How are they making people accountable? How are they getting their fund back from people that access it? So it's a form of value that you can also um, look into. We have options. We have insurance. I'm sure a lot of us know about insurance. We have capital, which are like the venture capitalism. So you can, okay, you have your money, you don't know what to do with it. Just find a business that you think is going to, you look at the potential, the future passive value of that company, and you show the, so you can buy some percentage of the business and watch it grow, and you can be getting a return on your investment over time. So these are things that we can do. So it's just for you to what, think. And one of the things that is not making these things work is most of the time people are lazy. They just want to put the money down and make, to drop money is so easy and look back, but to make the money really work, it takes deliberate intentional step, and it takes you to use your brain to think. And because if you don't think, you are going to end up doing the mania work. You need to think things through. Things don't just happen. Anything that you see that is working is connected. Someone is working it behind the scene. No car move on neutral. No car move on neutral. If you see anything moving, it's because some people are behind it moving it. So if you start a business today, you see, there's this popular saying that I learned from one of my mentor. He said, if the work is not working yet for you, is working on you. So all you have to do is to pay attention and continually observe the fit, because definitely if you start a business, it's not working yet, it's not bringing out that required outcome yet, it's because there's the business will definitely be communicating a feedback for you why it's not working. So if it's not working for you, it definitely is working on you. And what you need to do is to let him, let yourself be that kind of person that the business can work on so well to the point that it can start working for you. I hope you get what I'm trying to say. So start it up. You're gonna get feedback from this. And in business, we call it the minimum viable product. So you push that out to the audience and see the feedback from the audience. You can keep iterating to you can develop something suitable for the market. And I can tell you for sure that the market is always right. The market is always right. All you have to do is keep tweaking that product, keep tweaking that product. I will tell you a story of Twitter when it started. When Twitter started, they never had the intention of the microblogging they had today. It started as an idea of creating like a podcast. So when Apple did brought about Apple Music, they shut them out of business. But that didn't tell Twitter to just go and sleep. They were able to retweet, and they finally end up in the microblogging that is a big success today in the social media space. So the business will always be sending you a feedback. So you have to be attentive, you have to be very observant, and you have to make sure you're getting those response and using it to rework your product till it can work perfectly for the market you're trying to address. And to round it up, the market is always right. The market is always right. And it doesn't cost more to think big. You understand? So start from where you are, because perfection is the mother of procrastination. And a lot of people kill a lot of idea because they want it to be perfect before they take it out to the market space. Just start with what you have. Start pushing it out, and you'll be so surprised with how much because we are spiritual being. Once you start thinking something in your brain and your mind start thinking it, your emotion, everything start thinking it. There's a spiritual shift that also work in place, and start putting those things in place in the physical realm. So Bible say that the yes on earth is equals to what a yes in heaven. So I want you to go out today, put on your paper, put out that plan, and start working it. Start working it, and I'm sure it's just a matter of time. It will start working for you. Thank you for staying tuned. If this video have blessed you, do the YouTube thing, like, share, and comment. Till our next video, I want to say thank you. Bye bye.